Hello, welcome to Raving Box channel. Before we proceed, please hit the subscribe button to receive our new updates. Design features. The design features of the Drone X Pro make it a popular choice among drone enthusiasts. Those features include a folding design that adds a collapsible joint. This joint sits between the body of the drone and the propellers, which hang loosely from the drone. It takes only seconds to fold the drone for transport. The lightweight design of the drone also makes it a popular choice, as this allows you to fit into your pocket or carry it in one hand. Other drones are so heavy and bulky that they require a dedicated carrying case. The design also makes it durable and less prone to damage during crashes. Camera. One reason you might look for a drone such as the Drone X Pro is that you want a solid camera. This drone lets you select the megapixels that you want for those images. You can choose 2 megapixels to save space on the memory card and to make the battery last longer, or go as high as 8 megapixels to capture high-quality images. With a 720p high-definition resolution, it takes good videos too. You can take panoramic photos too, with a special mode that captures photos from all angles to create one complete image. The only downside is that the camera can shake as the drone moves and potentially ruin your shots. Stabilization. A lack of stability is something that you'll frequently encounter when flying a drone. Drone X Pro has stabilization controls that help during liftoff and flights as well as landing. If the wind starts blowing as you fly, those controls kick in and help you easily get through the air and return to your starting point. The stability features will work with the altitude hold mode too, which keeps the drone at the height and position that you choose, even as the wind blows. Flight time. Looking at the flight time of a drone tells you how long you can fly with your drone. Most drones of around the same size can only fly for 5 minutes, and some have an even shorter flight time. The Drone X Pro has an impressive flight time of up to 10 minutes and can fly for 8 minutes as you use the camera. It usually takes around 70 minutes to charge the battery after it completely dies. How can I increase my flight time? Ensure the battery is fully charged before using it in the drone. Don't take photos. Limit the length of the videos that you take. Check for signs that you need a new battery. Controls. With 2 ways to fly the Drone X Pro, you get the freedom to use the drone any way you want. It comes with a standard remote control that lets you attach your smartphone to the bottom. You can use the joysticks on the remote to lift the drone higher or bring it closer to the ground. Other buttons let you access all the features of the drone. You can also use your smartphone as a remote when you download the Drone X Pro app, which is compatible with Android and Apple phones. If you lose sight of the drone, you can turn to the screen on your phone to see its location. Landings and descent. Landing a drone is possibly one of the hardest things for new drone pilots to do. If you are even slightly off with your calculations or movements, the drone can crash land. Drone X Pro allows you to more easily land it because you only need to press one button. This lets the drone identify a safe space to land and helps it land smoothly. You can use the same button to lift the drone off the ground too. If the drone moves too far away from your phone and loses its connection, it will begin landing without your input. You can then use the screen to see where it landed. Gyroscope. Thanks to the gyroscope, you can fly a drone as easily as you could play a game on your phone. You just need to tap the icon of the gyroscope that you see on your screen. The app will then turn your phone into a new controller. As you turn the phone to the right and left, the app will use the gravity sensors on the phone to determine how the drone should move. This feature will work with virtual reality accessories too. One challenge of flying a drone is that you are often in the opposite direction of the drone. Instead of seeing what is in front of the camera, you see what is behind it. This can make it hard to see where you're going and to land the drone. The Drone X Pro has a headless mode that orients the camera on the drone to the direction that you face, which makes it easier to see where you're going and what is around the drone. Performance of Drone X Pro. You may want to look at how well the Drone X Pro performs. The makers of this drone claim that it can hit a top speed of more than 40 miles per hour. In our tests, we found that it reached a maximum speed of just over 40 miles per hour, which makes it one of the fastest drones in this price range. We also discovered that it spent more time in the air than we expected. When using the camera just to track its progress, the Drone X Pro lasted for just over 12 minutes before the battery died. After turning the camera on, it still ran for slightly over 10 minutes. One feature that some reviewers didn't mention was the gravity sensors and how well they worked. You don't need to keep one eye on this drone at all times because those sensors help it avoid common obstacles. They kept the drone from running into tree branches and stopped it from a crash landing. We're also fans of how well the camera works. It has a 120-degree range in regards to its viewing capabilities, which lets you see more than you might expect. With the panorama mode, we captured photos that include entire backyards and parking lots too. Flight height. The higher that you can get off the ground, the more you can see through your camera lens. That is one reason why some dislike cheap drones, as they can only reach a maximum height of 25 to 50 feet. With the Drone X Pro, you can reach an impressive maximum height of 100 feet, and some found that it could climb as high as 150 feet. Unlike cheap and poor drones that can lose their connections with the remotes and come shooting to the ground, the Drone X Pro can maintain that connection for several minutes. This helps you get as high as you want and still make it back to the ground. Tricks and more. YouTube hosts hundreds of videos submitted by drone pilots that show them doing flips and tricks in the middle of the air. A common issue with affordable drones is that they become stuck in a pattern. If you make the drone flip, it might keep spinning in the air because it lost the connection or because it doesn't know what to do next. With the Drone X Pro, you can perform dozens of tricks without losing your connection to the remote, including 360-degree flips and barrel rolls. LED lights. Though you cannot legally fly a drone at night, you may still want to use yours as the sun sets and it gets darker outside. Many drones lack any type of lights and are impossible to fly in low light conditions. The Drone X Pro includes two LED lights that sit on either side of the camera. As you fly later in the day, you can use those lights to illuminate the air and the ground. They come in handy when you want to track the drone in the sky to get it closer to you and when you want the drone to come back to you. As with the daytime running lights found on cars, you can use those lights as a safety feature during the day too. What to do if you see another drone? Move your drone to a safe distance from the other one. Let the drone pilot know that you need to share airspace. Maintain a distance of at least 10 feet away. If the drone operator does not respect you, you should walk away from the situation and fly at a different time. Features to consider before buying any drone. Flight time. Range. Battery life. Camera settings. Price. Ease of use. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to receive our newest updates.